In the early years of YouTube, it was pretty common to come across videos like these. What all of these videos have in common, aside from the overwhelming amounts of nostalgia that it gives me, is that they are all about the future consoles of gaming. There were such classics as the Wii phone, or obscure model concepts of the PS4 way before it even existed. But for some reason, one of these next-gen consoles fascinated me more than the others, and that would be the Xbox 720. Where did this image come from? Who is the madman who created such a photo? Does this console possibly exist somewhere? All of these questions will be answered in this video, and to start off, no. This console, as you may imagine, never existed. Ladies and gentlemen, who made the Xbox 720? Our story begins on October 21st, 2007. Where the Xbox 720 would first be mentioned on YouTube.com. The video would be called The Next Gen Consoles PS4, Xbox 720, Wii 2. The video begins with text that says, "This is the future of games consoles. After the PS3, after the 360, after the Wii, the 8th generation." At the 40-second mark of the video, that's when things start to get interesting. Now for the next Xbox, only the logo. The video then goes on to claim that the Xbox 720 will have a camera built in capable of tracking movement of its users, and not just the controller, voice interactivity will be included too, like the DS. Now, that's as much information this video gives us about the Xbox 720. And you may already be asking the question, where's the infamous picture in the video? Unfortunately, you would have had to wait another 6 months to see the photo on YouTube, as on April 19th, 2008, one of YouTube's most classic videos would be uploaded to its site. Lasting 1 minute and 43 seconds, the video showcases different upcoming pieces of technology. There was the iPhone 2, the iBox, a new iPod, a Wii phone, Nintendo DS closed, Nintendo DS open, a Game Boy Omega, a GameCube portable, and at last, just 48 seconds into the video, the Xbox 720. Along with the Xbox 720 controller, of course. This video in particular, which amasses over 16 million views, is single-handedly the most popular usage of the image. So maybe the person that made this video is possibly responsible for creating the picture. Better yet, maybe this person is responsible for all of the consoles shown in the video. As you can already guess, that is not the case. All you have to do is look at the description of the video and see that it says, "Cool pictures I found, please subscribe or comment." Before I move on to the next chapter in finding the Xbox 720, I can't help but mention that the person who uploaded this video now works with Epic Games on Fortnite. I think that's a pretty cool pipeline to go from making videos like this as a kid to then being a developer on one of the most popular games in the world. Good job, Christian. Six months after Christian's video would be uploaded to YouTube, a French article would be published onto the Gameblog website. When translated to English, we can read that this is talking about the possible designs for the next generation Xbox. At this point, in October 2008, the 360 was nearly 4 years old, and people online were ready to see something new, something unorthodox. The Gameblog article tells us that we are spoiled for choices when it comes to the design of the future Xbox. Many articles over the next few years would continue to express the same beliefs. From small blogs to obscure publications, there was a lot of chit-chat over what the possible designs and future would be of the next Xbox console. And that leads me to this Business Insider article on what the Xbox 720 and PS4 is going to look like. While scrolling through the concept art, I came across this image, but noticed that there was no source underneath it. This one had a source, this one also had a source, so why isn't there one here? I then thought that maybe one of the credited designers that got labeled as a source for one of these images is also responsible for creating the Xbox 720, and I had my eye on one designer in particular, Tai Chiem. I clicked onto his name underneath this image and was brought to a page that showcased his other Xbox designs. The one I'm looking for, nowhere to be found. But that isn't a bad thing, as this was the first step that led me down a rabbit hole. I went to the bottom of the page and clicked this link that took me to xboxfreedom.com, and from there, I searched through pages and pages of different people who created their own 720 console concepts. This rabbit hole led to a dead end. The next plan to find the origins of the image was to look up things like Xbox Console Design Forum before 2008. If you didn't know, adding before and a date at the end of a search will only show you results from before the date that you put in. So I did just that, and it led me to this forum from 2005. Lo and behold, I found something that would change this entire search and history as we know it. The thread would be titled Xbox 360 Logo Ideas and Font Info. Pretty much, people were discussing the possible designs and look of the newly announced Xbox 360, which would later come out 7 months after this forum post. How is it possible that the Xbox 720 image appeared in a thread way before the Xbox 360 was even a thing? As far as my knowledge went, along with probably yours as well, this was always a picture that was supposed to depict what came after the Xbox 360, and here we see it being proposed as a potential model for the 360, way back in 2005. Somebody would respond to A_Whitco saying that the picture they posted was not a real thing, just a rumor, to which they would respond and say, "I know it's fake and whatever it looks like, I like it. If the Xbox 360 looked like that, I would get it." Unfortunately, there was no other information given about A_Whitco's picture, but what I did get from this, aside from the fact that this is more than likely a render of an Xbox 360 and not a 720, is that the picture apparently surfaced long before this thread was even made. How far back do the origins go? Using the same method as last time, I came across another forum from 2005. This time, a thread made in February, just a month before the last one I talked about. On this, the first post reads, "Just found this pic. I don't know if this is the legit Xbox 360, but it does look cool." Thankfully, for what feels like the first time in the search, they provided a source. Although the page it took me to had no side of the picture. Maybe if I searched around this website a bit more, then I could come across the image. So I went to the search, typed in Xbox, and went back to digging, hoping for any new leads. Once again, nothing but dead ends. When it felt like all hope was lost, I came across something. A Flickr page from February 28, 2005. I'm not sure if you're able to tell, but this is easily the most high quality version of the picture I've ever seen, and if you look close enough, you can see that the front of the console says Xbox 360, confirming that this was never meant to be for the 720. We never knew this because of how bad the quality of re-uploads would soon get. In the description of this Flickr post is a link to gizmodo.com. After clicking this and using the Wayback Machine to view the page back in 2005, we can see two high-quality versions. Underneath them says, "These mock-ups of the Xbox 360 are obviously not real. There's even a copyright attributed to them. Nor are they practical, but they are pretty imaginative all the same." Thankfully, once again, there was a link to another website that they had borrowed the image from. I'm not really sure what this website used to be, but they provided a photo with some rather important information. Apparently, this image is copyrighted by someone called Rune Larson, and on the bottom left side, we can see a website called cgnnetworks.com and cgtalk.com. Following these websites would lead me to the Xbox 720 origins. It all came from a post on a forum website for creative computer graphics. When I first saw the name of the new Xbox, Xbox 360, I got a design stuck on my mind, and this is it. Very cool design. I like it a lot. Great render. Wow, very nice model and design.
Cute.
The user who made this post went by the name of Blood Rabbit and seemed to be a frequent poster to the CG Talk forums. Little did they ever know that on February 9th, 2005, at 2:56 in the morning, they would create and publish one of the most iconic and nostalgic pictures in internet gaming history. While I found the original publishing location for the photo, I never got to truly answer the question of who made the Xbox 720. We know that it's Rune Larson, who also went by Blood Rabbit as an online alias, but who really is this person? Do they know how significant their picture is? Do they still make CGI renders of gaming tech? And if so, what other pictures were they responsible for? I hate to end the video this way, but trust me, I tried searching high and low for more details on Rune Larson, but literally found no information or history of the graphic designer from Norway. Some of you may try and look his name up, and I can already assure you that it's not this Rune Larson. This guy is a semi-popular journalist, singer, musician, record producer, and even at one point, a television presenter. Even though he can do all of these things, something tells me that he wasn't creating Xbox 360 concept art in the early months of 2005. If you happen to know Mr. Blood Rabbit Larson in real life, or as an online friend, then feel free to show them this video. But aside from that, don't go out searching for this guy. I'm more than comfortable ending the story on a half-assed ending. Random guy from Norway unknowingly creates an iconic image out of creativity, and it goes on to become one of gaming's biggest rumors and an eventual reminder of simpler times. That was who made the Xbox 720. Thank you guys for watching this video to the very end, and thank you to everybody who makes me the most amazing fan art as always. I'm gonna keep talking so that there's more art that gets screen time. Usually I go like way too fast on this part. Alright, that should be good. Finally, here's a special thank you to each and every one of my patrons. 6 Eyeing, Basmic, Bella M, Big Jickle, Dusty Antler, Esso Boomin, Evan W, Eyeball Dude, 4 for Color, Jera, Josh S, Josh Wynn, Landon Rodriguez, LeBron James Hairline, Lottie Dottie, Mommy Trash Sack, Matt Sat on a Cat, Miko, Mustlord, Osman Mad For Real, Primavera, RBC Denson, Matt McCusker, Shiny Breakson, Takai Mirasaki, and Teeth Consumer.
This bitch stays up all night, but I see through you. I took a nap right on my glass.